So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The offense changing the play. Toss to the outside. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Let's go! Leaves it with the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll take it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Dropping back, it's Lincoln. Quickly out to the tight end. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Sooners have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a 1st down. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. He's got it. Ripping and runs through another one. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo. From the red zone, looking for a man. The quick out. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups. And you did it with your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some space. He's got 99 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
They're going to ride this running back, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front, and good job being physical by that D-line too.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Right on the money. And he's brought down after a nice game. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. And the Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So
trying to beat the D deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. Offense gets set for 2nd down. 42 Spider. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. Finds his man. It's Balkinson. Makes a grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Oh, he's got a chance.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
He's got it again. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
The offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Making side adjustments here. They've been running it, but now the pass. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I'll tell you, you've been running it so well. You didn't get it there throwing on 3rd and short. I might just go for it here on 4th and trust one of my running backs to get this thing done.
It's good. Easy call for the ref. And the field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. On the run, it's Woods. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Just about set to put toe to leather as we are deadlocked here in the third. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process.
There he goes. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The Sooners are in the hurry up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Oh, they're after him. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
One of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
Caught over the middle. It's Silva. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. The Sooners decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. The give to the back. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rides the back and leaves it. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or... Listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Looking to throw, it's Lincoln. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown Sooners! They take the lead with the 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Give to the running back. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. The Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up, trying to beat him to the left. Slithers into space. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
Looking to move the chains, Mississippi State lines up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That's a big-time completion. Guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think everybody on defense thought that they were going to maybe throw to the sticks on that one, but instead, quarterback had some other ideas. He had a matchup he loved one-on-one, vertically down the field. He took advantage of it. His guy made a great catch. Let's keep this drive going.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Now on 2nd and goal. Quarterback looks for a little space. Sneaks into the end zone.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Rides the back on the option to give. Shakes off the defender. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. And the Sooners headed quickly to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Gets it out quickly. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with a 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Lincoln. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back. You get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Here's the pressure. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab down the middle. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out of their own 37.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Finds it back in the middle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Quarterback may change this route. They'll try to get the edge on the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Give to the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The offense will use the timeout clock as stopped with 22 seconds left.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They're in position to win it with a field goal. They got to spike it and stop the clock. A run for the quarterback. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. And it's good. The short field goal for the game. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call. And the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played late.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.